গান শোনা হয়ে গেছে? তাহলে এবার যখন এসেই পড়েছো, সাবস্ক্রাইবটাও করে যাও। চলো চলো, ভিডিও শুরু হওয়ার আগে সবাই লাল সাবস্ক্রাইব বাটনটা চেপে ঘন্টাটা বাজিয়ে দাও, জলদি জলদি। So hey guys, good morning. Today I will start my day with a revision to beta-lactams and then I will move to the protein synthesis inhibitor. Let's start. So I always prefer such video along with my revision. That gives me enchantment. So I will definitely play his video and then we will study.
Let's move on to the next class, guys, and not only the next class, but the most important class of cell wall synthesis inhibitors, and these are called as beta-lactams.
Welcome all to my winter special study room. So, I'm sat with my morning cup of green tea, Dr. Ranjan sir's video of beta-lactams and my notes. What can be a better start to my day? Starting with penicillins, narrow spectrum, broad spectrum, lots of uses, lots of drugs of choices. And we have to keep everything in mind, which is definitely a bit of hectic. So I am giving quite a number of revisions so that I at least get acquainted with their names and their uses, which is of utmost importance. Cephaloxin, ceftaroline, cephalexin, ceftaroline. Cephaloxil, 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 ceftaroline, cephalexin, ceftaroline. Yeah. I see. It's cephalosporin stern. Cefaclor, loracarbic, cefomandel, cefuroxim, cefotitan, cefoxitin, cefoxitin, cefprozin. This is literally me fighting with myself to get acquainted with the names. Oh my god. Moxalactam, 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 ceftriaxone, 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 cefotaxime, 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 ceftazidime, 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 cefixime, 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 moxalactam, ceftriaxone, moxalactam, ceftriaxone, ceftriaxone, cefotaxime, ceftriaxone, ceftriaxone, cefotaxime, ceftriaxone, joxim, safety, ceftriaxone, cefotaxime, ceftazidime, moxalactam, ceftriaxone, ceftriaxone, cefotaxime. So what do you say about my new rhythm and new lyrics? এবার গান গিয়ে গিয়ে যখন পড়ি না, কিছু হোক না হোক মগজে না কিছু রয়ে যায়। এই তো ভালো সময় একটা চকলেট নিয়ে এসেছে ভাই। I am done with beta-lactams and then I did the protein synthesis inhibitors. By the time there was power cut and my devices were out of charge, I sang some song with tetracyclines and aminoglycosides, which I will definitely play later. And then I took bath and had my lunch. As you can see, I'm going through anatomy questions and PDFs, cause we will have a discussion session on their previous mock test. And I definitely need to prepare myself for that. Their first professional MBBS exam is just knocking at the door, so it's high time for them to have some mock test and some discussion sessions.
আর ভালো সারাদিন ছুটে ছুটে এবার অর্ধেকটা হয়ে যাবে জানি এদিকে আয় টেরা টেরা টেরাই দেখবি আয়
After all the fun session, at around 5:40 pm, we started our discussion class, in which we tried our best to give them some approach for dealing with various kinds of questions and write structured answers. After all, I learned from my mistakes and I don't want them to repeat the same. ওদের পরীক্ষা ক্যান্সেল হয়েছিল, লকডাউন চলছিল, সবাই শান্তিপূর্ণভাবে জীবনযাপন করছিল, কিন্তু এই ক্লাসের মাঝেই ওদের পরীক্ষার শিডিউল চলে এলো। সবারই ফেটে গেল, দিদি তাড়াতাড়ি ক্লাসটা শেষ করে দাও। At around 10 pm, we concluded the class, their last class with us. Then I had my dinner, had some gupshup, wished good night to my family, took some break, had some relaxed time, and then what? I resumed with my studies. I was oscillating between pathology and microbiology, and then microbiology overpowered and I took out the sexually transmitted infections and started with syphilis. It's damn cold outside and my room is seriously freezing or what, I don't know. So I had to turn on the heater to get some warmth. I kept on writing the steps besides studying because I believe it'll definitely add to my memory one day. I was warming my hands in between to have some comfort and was slowly getting acquainted with a lab diagnosis which included microscopy to visualize spirochetes, eye staining, silver staining, antigen antibody detection. I also learned about the various clinical forms of syphilis, and yes, the antibody detection methods are very important. I had a plan to go with the other forms of sexually transmitted diseases after syphilis, but you see how my drooping eyes are bending my body forward? My god, I was feeling damn sleepy. But still, I tried to get over that, and anyhow I completed the portion of syphilis. Then I really could not continue with microbiology anymore. So I had to change my position, had some movement in the body so that I get away from this sleep. And then I started with pathology. I started with kidney disorders, more specifically nephritic syndrome. At first I learned about the mechanism of glomerular injury and then switched over to acute proliferative glomerulonephritis. And then, as you can see, once more I am falling asleep. And I really did not notice for how long I slept. Somehow I managed to complete till post-streptococcal glomerulonephritis, and then I said, "Tu rehne de beta, aaj so ja, mat kar aisa." Being a good girl, I arranged my books and kept them on the bookshelf before I sleep, and then prepared my bed, and it's time to bid a good night. Hey Siri, set the alarm.